it's a play that's kind of always been with me. It's heavily based on my family and their experiences as Chinese American women and women working in finance, and also just wanting to explore this point of view that I found very, very confusing and trying to understand it.
Oh, these women are so fierce, and they say things that people can't really say in public. And so just the fun that these characters had, and really fighting into each other and snapping at each other. I mean, Alex Lin wrote really sharp dialogue, and just what a privilege to get to say these words on a stage and have people hear these words. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. The latest from Roundabout Theatre Company is Chinese Republicans, the new play by Alex Lin, directed by Che Yu. And we're here on opening night to celebrate with the company. When you first read the play, what made you say, yes, I want to be a part of this?
Because I had never seen Asian women this strong, this just kick-ass, you know? And I was like, yeah. And there's so many curse words that come out of our mouth that you just never see. And I just thought it was in time that people see this.
Che was the person who gave me my first job when I was 19. So I think that, you know, doing a play is something I've always wanted to do, but it's felt kind of foreign and scary because I'm a musical person. And so I was like, you know, there's no better time to start and no better project to do than somewhere where I feel so safe, because I trust Che with my life. And like, also the show is so interesting, and it's something that I never thought that I would get the chance to do. So I'm really excited. I said yes.
To see 4 amazing intergenerational Asian women be in a workplace where you don't normally see, and using a lot of muscular language, which is a very mammoth kind of a language, is actually very thrilling and very, very unique. And also the politics in the play are very beautiful. The notion of gender and race in the workplace, particularly in the financial sector, and most importantly, the humor. To find a play that is razor sharp, witty, satirical, and poignant, those are the catchphrases that you really want when you read a play. And Alex has written that particular play.
And why it's so important for right now?
Yeah, I think it's important for right now because we're living in a really divided nation, and I'm hoping that the play can help us find some community and understanding with each other and just get us back to listening to each other again, because at the end of the day, we all do want the same thing. We have to figure out how to get it together instead of fighting with each other.
It's a really exciting time right now. On and off Broadway, there are so many more opportunities than, you know, when I started out 20 some odd years ago. So, and also to be in a show that represents so many different generations of Asian American actresses, it feels very meaningful. And it reminds me of all the really wonderful actresses who were mentors to me when I was young.
Representation is so important, but it's also the state of our country right now, and in terms of the haves and the have-nots, and just, yeah, it's just astounding that this play is now, and it's the perfect time for it, I feel.
And that's part of the reason why I said yes, because I think to have 4 Asian women and this all Asian American creative team, like, it's crazy to be able to have that rehearsal process and be able to be surrounded by these people. I don't think I've ever done a project where the majority of the room is Asian voices. But then aside from that, like, it's kind of a brutal play. Like, Alex's writing is so biting. We don't really hold back punches. We say slurs and F-bombs all the time, and like, it's loud, it's fast-paced. And so I think that, like, to be able to have that kind of representation of all generations of Asian women on stage is like, it's wild. It's something I could have never dreamed of. And audiences that are like Chinese audiences and just all sorts of Asian women are coming up to us being like, I see myself and I see my mother and my grandma, and it's wild.
I think this play is incredibly important because I think clearly we are in a very politically divided country and in a divided time, and while the name of the play is Chinese Republicans and that maybe scares some people, I think this play really kind of excavates and analyzes how someone could get to this point and these political viewpoints, and does so in a way that is incredibly humanizing without letting them off the hook for what they believe. So I think it's just a really amazing kind of encapsulation of that.
Is it like one side of your brain has one role, the other one has another, or I'm just trying to figure that all out?
It's just all a mess. It's one big collage in there. Who knows what's gonna happen? but it's in there somewhere, I hope.
No, but I love that though. It's like in learning Mandarin and everything else, right?
Yeah, I'm lucky. I got to workshop this play in South Coast Rep with Alex, so it's like been in the back of my brain, but to see her amazing use of words transform through this process, like we have our work cut out for us, but it's also thrilling because she's such a young playwright with such a voice that like it almost makes our job easy because like we want to dive in, we want to support the crew that's on stage right now doing amazing work. It's scary but fun.
Our stories have been told on stage, but this particular story is a very new one, and I'm very proud to share these representations of these women in a way that isn't just them being nice or always getting along or always supporting each other. They're very complex. They're brutal women. They're very ambitious, but they also throw each other under the bus and backstab each other, and that makes them more real. And I think that's what's really important about this story. It's showing a very complex portrait of what it means to be a Chinese American woman.
When you look at all these 4 women, for me, especially during the rehearsals, it's a special gift because I see Asian American theater being represented from Jodie all the way to Anna, whom is the new, bright, wonderful star. The way that they share things, the way that they communicate, I do really see the future when I work with all these 4 women.
As a director, what do you hope audiences take away after seeing this play? Or what kind of conversations do you hope they have?
I hope that when they go back to their own workplace, they see what women do in the workplace because they're not paid the equal salary. They try so hard to break the glass ceiling, or for certain people, a certain bamboo ceiling, and still trying so very hard to get some kind of parity at a seat at the table, and it's still not being done. And I hope that the next generation of audiences and Americans will be able to address that more effectively.
I love your dress. All the ladies tonight, who are you wearing and why?
I'm wearing Vivienne Westwood, and this, for your information, this is a one-of-one Vivienne Westwood dress.
I got this dress because I thought I had to bring a little yellow power to the day, and this is Issey Miyake, and I mean, what better representation than that? I love wearing Asian American or Asian designers, and this was it.
This is the first theater I saw my first Broadway show at as a kid. So it was totally full circle. When I got the call from them that they were going to do the show, oh my gosh, I just about fell on the floor and cried. I couldn't believe it. I saw Anything Goes here in a high school with Sutton Foster in 2000 when I was just a teenager, and I thought to myself, gosh, if I could be part of this in some way, that'd be enough for me. I never thought it would be in this monumental way, which is amazing.